Well, we all remember governing by deadline, the constant crises in the House that seem to drive so much of the agenda in recent years. And it may be no different in the Trump era. Just next week is coming up the first debt ceiling deadline of the Trump administration. I know, it's so exciting, brings back such good memories.
I'll put in my PTO request right now for that, date.
It is next Wednesday, the 15th, the Ides of March. Now, there are extraordinary measures the Treasury can take to put this off for several months. Republicans didn't like those measures under Obama. We'll see if their tune has changed under Trump. This is one of those issues that sort of makes it hypocrite of everybody. Also, a government funding deadline coming up at the end of April. So we shall see if we are going to get the same kind of,
these are real things that the president has to
cramming for a test governance that Congress used to do,
right.
or if things have gotten any better with consolidated Republican control.
Real things that they have to take care of now, like the debt ceiling. Ron Brownstein.
You know, you had President Trump talking about a bloodbath if Republicans don't repeal the Affordable Care Act. You have more Republicans, I think, beginning to focus on the question of whether they're lighting a fuse if they do. As we said before, a majority of Donald Trump's votes came from whites over 45. 60% of the House Republicans are in districts where the median age is older than the national average. But every analysis that has come out this week has shown that the big losers in the repeal and replace plan are older working age adults. 3 separate analyses this week showed that for people in their 50s and 60s, the Republican bill would raise premiums by about 30%. And as a result, S&P, who you cited before, estimates that over half of everyone 45 to 64 who gain coverage of the ACA would lose it under this replacement. Midterms are about angry voters. Those are voters that Republicans now depend on, and they may be the ones who are most directly in the line of fire for this.
And who didn't see this coming.
Who did not. In fact, their principal complaint was that it cost them too much. And you saw, for example, in the New York Times today, a voter saying, an older white voter saying they voted for Trump because they thought he was going to bring down their health care costs. They were probably not betting on a 30% premium increase.
Okay, Nia?
Ben Carson, the newly installed Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, had something of a rough rollout because of something he said about slavery, sort of comparing slavery to immigration. He's going to go on a listening tour in mid-March. The itinerary is still being worked out. What'll be interesting to watch is how he is received, given some of his past comments, and given also how we've seen some of Donald Trump's other cabinet officials received. Betsy DeVos comes to mind, had a bit of a rough rollout when she went to a public school, got protested. So that'll be interesting to watch. This is very much a learning curve for Ben Carson in terms of what to do, at HUD and as a cabinet secretary. So it'll be interesting to watch how he's received and how he handles it.
Okay, Jen.
Another guy with a little bit of a controversial history. Sources tell Bloomberg News that Richard Grenell is going to be the NATO ambassador. He was a former UN spokesman. Wow. If he is confirmed by the Senate, he will be the highest-ranking openly gay member of the Trump administration. You might remember he was a spokesman for Mitt Romney. There was a little bit of a backlash from social conservatives about the fact that he is gay, but there was more of a backlash about the fact that he has a bit of a radioactive Twitter account. He's very aggressive on Twitter, less than diplomatic, and he continues that trend today. So it'll be interesting to see how the Senate reacts. He sounds like Trump that
way, though, right?
Did your phone light up as you were talking?
I was going to say, Rick is a little rough around the edges at times. Fact check true. All right, thanks, guys, very much. We appreciate it. Thanks for joining us.